Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video, and today we're on Planet Coaster and we're creating Gangsta the Ride. This is episode 4. I know you guys liked the last episode. We created this facade here. It's a bit of a funny design like Joe, because this side's a lot bigger and has quite a bit more detail, I think, whereas this side is one window, and that side's look like bigger as well, and it's got this extension part on it as well. So what happens, you go through here, I believe, you come under here, and then you go into a room, and I've created part of the queue line in here now. Got all the curtains up and the windows there. It all fits in perfectly as well. You've got the doors there, the emergency evacuation doors. And then you've got in here the station. And the station's now complete, finally. We're just waiting to do this last part of the ride here. But that will probably be in the next episode. In this episode, you can probably guess from the title, we will be creating the rest of the queue line. So yeah, the queue line, they've made most of the space in this building. You come in through here, I believe, and you go around, you go down here and turn back round, and then you come through here and then into the station. So they've made most of the queue line as they can, and yeah. So, sorry about this, guys. So we're going to be creating the queue line today, as I've just said, and they've also got all these bits of signage around the facade as well. And this facade, little fact for you, actually used to be used a while ago, something called Wobble World. I'm not too sure what it is, but I believe it was painted all yellow. All the facade was painted yellow and had these like black circles on it. I'm not too sure what it's supposed to be, like cheese maybe, because that looks like cheese. I'm not too sure, but yeah. So what you do, you come in here. Hang on, I just need to get the right picture. Sorry about this, guys. Having bad luck as usual. Okay, so it's quite a funny way they did this facade actually, because of the queue line. I mean, you enter through like this. So there's an orange wall here. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. There's like an orange building here, because in this area of the world of David Williams, they've got loads of these buildings around, which they used to use as Cloud Cuckoo Land, of course. And you know, it's they still kept them all and like themed up and stuff for the world of David Williams, which is nice. So I will be creating the world of David Williams as well in this recreation, but we'll get to that later because we don't want to rush ahead of things in this recreation. We just want to take it nice and easy, take it as it goes. So last night then we came out with the first episode of the Alton Towers and More talk show, and that will be coming every weekend, one day in every weekend, or around hopefully every weekend. Might not be every exact weekend because I might be busy, you know, doing sort of stuff. But yeah, most weekends I should be able to do this talk show. Think about different things to talk about as well, of course. And yeah. So yeah, now we've got this done. The wall's not sticking out there. Bear with me a second, guys. So yeah, last night then, the Alton Tales More talk show. It went quite well, to be honest. I think I had quite a few things to talk about, and yeah, I just realised I haven't actually shown you guys this whole part, have I? Because I did all this off camera after the last episode, so this is good because I can show you all it now. Now it's all done. Now I've even got the logo up there. I can't remember if that was in the last episode, but the world of David Williams, Gangsta Granny, the Ride. It's not the most accurate logo, but I think it is alright, to be honest. It'll do. Yeah, this does look quite realistic, I think, to the actual facade in real life as well. Yeah, so I hope I got this facade all right and stuff, because what I'm going to do as well, I think instead of doing the facade, guys, the queue line, sorry, I don't know what I'm saying, it's the queue line. I'm actually going to create the building, this orange building. I'm just going to move this bin here that I created, just for detail. Jesus, Planet Coaster, you're very annoying. The amount of times I've got to click it to go onto it, it's annoying. There we go, finally, after a million years. So yeah, I'm not too sure what. Oh, this orange building, this is the Raj's shop. Yes, I think it is. And so yeah, this is used as well for the exit for Gangsta Granny the Ride. A bit like Jewel as well, that had the shop as the exit as well. So yeah, it all links in with the dark rides. Although Hex doesn't have a shop. Imagine that Hex having a shop. Just Hex merchandise, Hex t-shirts, that would be really good actually. Yeah, because Alton Towers, they're not very good actually with Hex's merchandise. I think they've only got a Hex resin, I've got that, and they've got a Hex pin badge. I don't know if they've got a fridge magnet for Hex, I'm not too sure, but yeah, they're not very good with the merchandise on Hex, unfortunately. I'm not too sure why. They should bring more merchandise, I think, for the quieter rides, like Jewel, that's only got a pin badge, I believe. I think it's got a resin, but it's not very much like Jewel, it's just like this big monster thingy on it. So yeah, I won't really recommend that. So yeah, this orange building then, the Rogers shop. I think all the buildings around this area are like the same. They've got like the pointy windows, you know. Bear with me a second, guys. I will be sorting all this out as soon as I get the right picture. Okay, I know what I'm doing now, guys. So, the queue line comes in here, through this door, as you can see. And it comes around here. I thought it went, like, through there, but like, so it comes around here, goes around, it goes up here, and then turns around, comes back down here, and into this room where it goes into the station. So that's the layout of the queue line. I hope I'm not getting this wrong because Google must be lying to me. But yeah, we go. So yeah, bit of a funny queue line again with the Gangsta Granny. Alton Towers are really good with their facades though. I mean, it's not just like Jewel and Gangsta Granny with the facades. They've got loads of different facades. Like the actual Raja's shop, I believe, is a facade as well. Yeah, and in the Mutiny Bay, they've also got all of the buildings in there are the facades as well, so you don't know what's in them. And yeah, so they've in Mutiny Bay, the facades, they've actually painted them up over the winter break. They've done really good with the TLC over that winter break. They've just repainted everything, made the whole park look fresh. I talked about this last night in the new series of the Alton Towers and More talk show. And yeah, so it's really good what Alton Towers have done, I think, with their TLC work. A bit of a Towers Loving Care should be going on right now, but yeah, I don't think that's coming back though, Towers Loving Care, because I think that was a one-time only thing. I don't think that's happening anymore. So who knows? It might come back. You never know. You never know. Alton Towers is very good at telling us things sometimes. Like, you know, the Retro Squad. They literally told us about this 2 minutes after that, 2 minutes before the park actually opens. So you know, and then the Nemesis Subterra. No one's saying what's going on with that. None of the Alton Towers staff are saying. And you know, like, they ain't uploaded anything onto their website. So you know, Nemesis Subterra. I never actually got to experience that, but if it does open, that'd be really good. An attraction coming back to Alton Towers. I know what it is. I believe it. I don't. But like, from what I've seen of it, off camera and stuff, I believe it's a drop tower, like 4 drop towers inside. And you know, so I think that was really good as well. I'm not too sure exactly on it because, like I said, I've never been on it, but like, it looks quite good. It looks quite themed Nemesis Subterra. I just hope I get to experience it one day, and loads of other people as well. So yeah, so we're now creating this part of the queue line. I believe when you come up here, there's like a little space where you can take your photo and stuff. I feel like that's just a waste of time. That's making the queue go a lot slower, taking your photo up here. I believe that's about as accurate as I can get it there. Yeah. So yeah, I will be doing a lot of work to this off camera as well, of course. Like the rest of the facade I managed to do off camera. So yeah, if I can do that, then I'll be doing the rest of the queue probably off camera as well. Oh no, I might finish it in this episode, the queue actually. I don't know. No. So yeah, I know a lot of you can agree with me that Planet Coaster is the worst game for like getting everything in the right position and stuff, and different sizes of items, and it's they're really bad for that. But they are good though for like, you know, creating your own theme park and stuff and using your imagination. I think that's what Planet Coaster are good at for once. I could say something good about Planet Coaster. But yeah, they're not the best game to be honest for like recreating and stuff, because you can't get everything in the exact same way you want it to be in Planet Coaster. It's always got to be, oh, this can't be placed here. This is, you know, it just never ends up right if you like doing anything like this. If you get what I'm saying about talking about even. Yeah. So yeah, like I said last night on the Alton Towers and More talk show, it is actually this time of year a very special time of the year for Alton Towers fans. Not just because the park's opening, but also because it's all of the rides' birthdays in March and April, and a few of others in May and stuff. But yeah, on the 19th, the opening day, is Nemesis's actual birthday there for you. So yeah, I hope you all get to experience that. I don't know what they'll be doing. They might just sing happy birthday maybe on the operator's cabin, I'm not too sure. But I've seen the Nemesis 25 birthday. That was quite good because the first 100 riders, I believe, they gave everyone a free pin badge on that day. So yeah, maybe they could do something like that again. I don't know how old it's going to be this year. I'm not too sure. I'm not really good with like the ride ages and stuff. I know a lot about the ride, but not the actual age. But yeah, and then on the 20th, just a day after, is Wickerman's birthday. So happy birthday to Wickerman. We'll be there on that day as well, Wickerman's birthday. And then I believe on the 21st, the day after that, is the Runaway Mine Train's birthday. So you get what I mean with them all being close. So happy birthday to the Runaway Mine Train on the 21st. On the 27th is Spinball Wiz's birthday. So they're all really close, these birthdays. On the 14th of March is Oblivion's birthday. So that's before the opening day. So we won't be able to celebrate that very much. But I will do like a celebration video for that. That's only in 2 days, Oblivion's birthday. 16th of March, Galactica's birthday. The 1st of April is Rita's birthday. On the 31st of May is the Smiler's birthday, so happy birthday Smiler there. And yeah, so they're all quite close together. So if you plan on doing videos like I am on this, then well, you've got a lot of work to do in such a small place. But yeah, all the rides and attractions at Alton Towers are really well done up and stuff. I know Alton Towers are good for their records as well. And yeah, it's the place you want to be, Alton Towers. I know that was like a saying back in the day, Alton Towers is the place you want to be. But yeah, it's a really good place for like actually taking your kids or something just for an escape. I would recommend it, Alton Towers. I mean, it is such a good theme park. I'm not just saying that because I'm obsessed with the place, but you know, it's got all these world records. I mean, it's got all these coasters and stuff. I mean, when you come here when you're a little kid and then you think, wow, I want to come back, and then you come back and back. Or if you're like me, then your family decides about the Merlin passes. Then yeah, the Merlin passes, they're great for going as well. And it's not just Alton Towers, of course, you can use with the Merlin passes. You can use it for Thorpe Park, Chessington World of Adventures, and many more places around the UK, Madame Tussauds, Sea Life Centres, and many more places. So I would recommend the Merlin passes, and every year when you renew it, you get it cheaper as well, which is good. So you don't have to worry about paying for it again. Oh my god, that's so much money, because it gets cheaper every time you renew it, which is really nice. And yeah, so this little room here is also part of the queue line. It's where you get your photo. They ask you if you want your photo taken. It's a pretty much waste of space in my opinion, because it's slowing down the queue line and everything, and you know, it's not very good for that. So yeah, you come back down here and then you go through there, but this section blocks off and there's like a glass board going down here for COVID reasons, or it's to separate the queue. I'm not too sure really, but yeah. I feel like this room's a bit too like thin. I think it should be a bit more wide. I'm not too sure. yeah, I think I should do this a bit more wide, this room, because it's a bit too cramped. Don't want a cramped room. So yeah, like I said, I've mentioned this a lot in that Planet Coaster videos, the Alton Talk Show last night, episode 1. We will be doing a lot more this year than last year. I mean, we couldn't really do much last year though because of COVID and stuff as well. We had all these lockdowns, and in 2020 of course. But back in 2020, my channel didn't really exist back then. I didn't have as many subscribers, and you know, it was just a small little channel back then. And now it's growing now, so my channel is. So yeah, hopefully one day we'll get to 1,000 subscribers. I mean, we've gotten to 100 subscribers, 200 subscribers. I mean, hopefully it keeps growing, my channel, because it's something, and it's an achievement for me. And yeah. So, yeah, this queue line probably looks a bit funny to you guys right now, but yeah, it won't do when it's done. This is like the this is like to separate the design and stuff, so you don't go wandering off into there. Just a crowded corridor. Do we have to go down there just to take our photo or something? You know, just so you're not confused. So yeah, so this summer we've got a few more plans as well. Nana's opening her own little bar. Well, not a real bar, it's only one she's building. I don't know if we're getting help with it. It could be, it's a nice little summer project. But yeah, we're really looking forward to this bar that Nana's creating. She's calling it Flamingos, because she remembers going to a bar called Flamingos back in the 70s, I believe. So yeah, I think that's a really good name as well. I like that, Flamingos. So yeah, it's another one of her ideas. Next year will probably be make the garden so big. So yeah, I need to also, because they have like the yellow this. So yeah, let's talk about the next recreation. So the next recreation, I'm thinking, I know I said this in the last episode, but I've got to say the same things. I'm thinking of doing possibly maybe Katanga Canyon, like the Runaway Mine Train and the Congo River Rapids. But I don't know how I'm actually going to do that, because it's got the turntable in it of the station. So yeah, and Planet Coaster, they're really bad for stations and stuff, and sizes of the stations. Like in Gangsta Granny, I was lucky enough to build a small station for it, because they're not very good with sizes on Planet Coaster. They make everything either a big square or a small rectangle. So yeah, and you can't really tell what proper size it is until you get an animatronic in the room. So yeah, but the queue line, I'm actually quite impressed now. It's coming along. And of course, in this queue line, what makes it, you've got all the paintings on the walls, which said the Alton Castle, and well, it's not a castle, is it? It's the towers. But yeah, a lot of people think of it as a castle, which is really annoying in my opinion. So yeah, something that they did wrong on Gangsta Granny, that, because it is the actual ruins. It is the towers. It's not a castle like Tutbury Castle or something. It's the towers. Yeah, so there's the actual picture of the Alton castle as well. It's supposed to be there on this actual painting. And then what I like about the queue line though, they've got loads of these posters and stuff and signage saying, telling you jokes so you're not bored, just standing there. Yeah, if you're wondering why I'm going to use a newspaper now, it's supposed to be like this little board where you find your first name and it says and then it turns into something else like Lord Smelly Body or something. I don't know. It just tells you a joke really. But yeah, it's what they're really good at doing this Alton Towers, and I know David Walliams had a lot to do with this ride, of course. He did probably think of the idea. So yeah, I really like what he's done with this ride. I need a golden colour. There we go, that'll do. And yeah, I am impressed actually with the queue line and what's coming along so far. I didn't think this recreation would go so well because, you know, the facade, I didn't recreate that first. I recreated the actual ride itself first, and then I'd have to like put the facade somewhere roughly around where it's supposed to be. But yeah, I actually think that actually went well in the end because I managed to match up with the queue line itself there. Like the windows down here are built whilst it was still over there. Moved all the entire facade over here and it fit perfectly in this area. So now we've got all this. And yeah, this room's coming along really well now. I know a lot of you are excited to play this on the Steam Workshop and stuff and explore it yourself. And you will be able to do that soon as I've finished the queue line and the ride and the exits. What to do though. But yeah, it'll take some time. Not too sure how long this is going to take, the rest of the recreation. As I said, this is episode 4. Yeah. There we go, now I've got the ceiling in there. Let's have a little wander through. So yeah, you come round here, you've got all the queue lines set up out here. You walk under the sheltered air part. You come through the door, you read the jokes on there, and then you walk down here. You can get your photo taken, and you come down here. There's a little gap in this part as well where you can get through you can come out there. There's like a dog tunnel thingy, which is really good. They're really good with the interaction on this ride in the queue line. Then you've got here where you can just sit on the windowsill, waiting if the queue's not moving. I know a lot of people like to do that in this queue line. So yeah. Come up here into the station and finally you get on the ride. Where's the actual train for this? Oh, it's in the first room. So yeah, we ain't done much work on the ride lately. I haven't really done much off camera either. Well, I don't know what's happened over here. Well, the just floating lights, I'll need to sort that out. But I won't do work on it in this episode obviously because we're doing the queue line. But yeah, finally we've got something now here. I'm not finished in the episode yet, obviously, but like, and you know, we've got something now finally. And yeah, I really like what I've done with this screen thingy that goes in the middle. So yeah, the wallpaper in this room as well. I really like what they did because it's got like the crown, like a crown with the Alton Towers ruins in it as well on the top of it. So I like what they did with that. They're really good in this queue line with their theming. So yeah. So yeah, now we need to actually do a bit of a funny part of this queue line. There's like a funny piece of the wall here. I'm not too sure why it's like this, but it just like comes out like this. And the game's saving again. Brilliant. anytime today. Come on, Planet Coaster. Finally. Sorry about that, guys. Well, I shouldn't really say sorry. Planet Coaster should say sorry. Stupid autosave. I need to get rid of that. I don't know how to get rid of it. I don't think I can. But, you know, it's really annoying, the autosave on here. I'm not too sure what this bit of the wall is, why it comes out. I don't know why it's like that, but, well, I've got to make it accurate, so... Yeah, now we're going to put the lights in this queue line. I've got a good idea of how I'm going to do the lights. I'm going to like place it over the top of these poles as well, so they're all equal. There we go, that looks perfect. And they've also got the speakers on the ceiling, which I will add. Yeah, so they've got all these good features in this queue line. I really like how they do this. So yeah, in my opinion, I think this is the second best queue line in Alton Towers, because my favourite queue line is Jewel because of all the theming in there. You know, you walk through the haunted house, you interact with like the dollhouse and stuff. You've got the nice soundtrack playing in there. Well, I don't think it plays in there anymore actually, but you know, they've done really well on Jewel and what they've designed. John Wardley, how he's designed it and stuff. So yeah, that's probably my favourite queue line in Alton Towers. But then again, that's my personal opinion. You guys probably might think a different queue line maybe. I mean, Jewel is my favourite ride, like flat/dark ride at Towers. It's just got to be, because the theming in there is just amazing, and in my opinion, it is the best haunted house dark ride in the UK. Like, I think. I don't know if you guys think that, but I think it. But Hex, then, you look at Hex. That's quite unique because it's actually built in the Towers ruins itself. So yeah, it's a bit of a hard choice there, but I am going to go with Jewel because creating it on Planet Coasters made me think that Jewel is my favourite ride there. So yeah. So yeah, we'll be doing more vlogs this year. We missed out on one vlog last year. I think that was the August vlog because I had trouble like uploading it, and I think I accidentally deleted the footage. I can't really remember what happened now, it was quite a while ago, but yeah, I think I accidentally deleted all the footage from that vlog and ended up having to not upload it, so a bit annoying really, but YouTube for you can be stressful sometimes. But I only missed out on one little vlog, and you know, I remember that day that I recorded the vlog, which I didn't upload. It actually wasn't a very good day because a lot of the rides were closed. It was baking hot. It was quite a dreadful day, to be honest. So yeah, Hopefully we don't have a day like that this year, because I know Alton Towers can have its rough days throughout the year, and you know, so hopefully we don't have a day like that this year, because Alton Towers they're such a good theme park for, you know, like theming and stuff. And I know a lot of people say Alton Towers, oh no, they don't have that much theming. Well, they've just never been to Alton Towers, and they've never even seen their park. They've never been on the Smiler and seen the Marmalizer. You know, they never experienced Jewel. If you're saying that Alton Towers doesn't have much theming, there's something wrong with you, because they really do. So, you know, you can't go wrong with the theming there. It's very unique. I would say we're quite done now with this part of the queue line. We've got the dog tunnel thingy part we need to add onto it as well, of course, but we will do that soon. We also need to do this part over here. I'm not exactly sure what it looks like personally. I'm just going to add now the pictures you can find down here. They fit in perfectly there. Sorry about this, guys. I'm just looking for the actual photo part itself. So yeah, I really like what they did with Gangsta Granny, because the opening day, I mean not the opening day, but like when it first opened, I believe what they did, they actually changed all the Alton Towers paper tickets themed to Gangsta Granny the ride, and we know this because we actually had one ourselves. We didn't use the ticket, obviously. We used it for another family member we took with us. But yeah, they actually themed the tickets to the Gangsta Granny the ride back then, which is really unique, as I like to say. The queue line might not be complete, by the way, guys, in this episode. I'm not too sure because we're already off 37 minutes in. So yeah, the queue line might not be fully complete because I've got a lot to do really on it. But yeah, it will be coming out soon, don't worry. I think in the next episode we will be creating the rest of the ride. Hopefully we can do that next episode. Or we might have to do another queue line video. I'm not too sure, because then again we've still got to do the exit as well into Raj's shop, and then after we actually finish doing the ride itself and the queue line and the ride and everything and the exit, we've still got to do the area as well, like the Flavio's Fabulous Fandango, the Sizzler in there in the area. So we've got quite a bit to do. Yeah, that'll all be coming in the future episodes, though. We're not going to get any of that done in this episode. We just got a wall of another building done, that's it. So yeah. So I'm just going to do one more little thing, and then I'm going to end the episode off. Okay, there we go. So that's what we've got so far. The queue line's basically done now. We've just got this part to do. We've got the rest of the pictures and designs in here to do, and then that's the queue line done now. It's a bit of a funny looking queue line, of course. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you did. Turn on the post notifications so you don't miss out when we upload another video just like this one. Thank you for watching another episode of Gangsta Granny the Ride in Planet Coaster. We will be uploading a video tomorrow and on Monday, so quite a few videos coming out now. Tomorrow I'll be doing a merch tour of my merchandise, what I've got so far, and then on Monday I will be doing another duel episode coming out. Just one final duel episode before I actually finish the recreation on there. So yeah, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.